schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back. It's Lagway. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's reeled in. It's ball. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting a big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
LSU trying to convert a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Drives into the pile just to pick up a one. They'll spot it at the 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Direct snap. Finds a little space. Smashes through the tackle. Wide open spaces. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Back to pass, it's Glagway. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Pulls and fires complete. Still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. That may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get like easy decision, right? First down.
Well, they tried to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted. Like, it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They're come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak. And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators! feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board. Let's see what he can do with the return.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Caught, close to the marker, it's Durham. Out across the 45, out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side with Justin Vincent, rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. 42 Spider. The give from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. Right to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. And that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's ball. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
With the catch, it's ball. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The kick is on its way. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
From the gun, the ground game. Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll immediately call timeout. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing it.
He wants to go deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Using his legs, it's Durham. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. LSU quick to the line. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Gets it to him on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He might want another play. Trying to get the edge on the toss. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Wilson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. He's got him. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida. Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking for a deep man. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Snap it to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab on third. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Durham. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. The throw to the outside is complete. There he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Hawkins. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Behind the chains now on second and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. To the air. It's Lagway. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good. especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. That's caught. It's ball. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Fires to the tight end. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Handoff from the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Man, this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Hansen. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Direct snap. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Catch in the middle. It's ball. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that? Coming up big. Less than 30 seconds in the ball game. You need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take the 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He wants a big play here late. It's caught. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Makes the pass. The short hands. It's Durham. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
looks as if they'll have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer as they bring in the jumbo dudes for the two-point try. He wants to throw it. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the two-point conversion. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right.